document dump. We're getting a bunch of information related to Thomas Crooks. That's the initial attempted assassin of President Trump during the 2024 election, from that very weird rally at Butler, Pennsylvania, where the most obvious roof was unmanned. They let a kid with a rangefinder walk up. But anyways, freaky circumstances aside, it seems like we have a bunch of information about this character, and apparently, we now have reason to believe that he was yet again another left-wing LGBTQ furry, just like Tyler Robinson.
Sorry guys for the audio, still working on that. I just want to say I had somebody comment on a video that I had. They're trying to say that both Matthew Thomas Crooks and Tyler Robinson were conservatives. So I got this video right here kind of proving it wrong. They both were extremely radicalized by the left when they did what they did. And it's starting to look like you can trace all this back to the transgender movement, the woke movement. There's like some kind of radicalized chat room or something where these people are being radicalized online. So you can see the connection between the two of them. So let's check this video out, guys. Like I said, I'm sorry about the sound. I'm working on that.
Part of a very similar online left-wing radical profile. And this, of course, comes after the last, what's it been, like a year and a half of Democrats telling us that Thomas Crooks was a Republican. It was right on right violence. Yeah, well, apparently he was just like Tyler Robinson, the Charlie Kirk shooter. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on here. We got some stuff to get into. Take a look at this pattern. Let's roll the tape. All right, folks. So, of course, the official narrative is that nobody knew who this Thomas Matthew Crooks kid was. The FBI, Secret Service want you to believe that he came out of nowhere. He was a lone wolf. He just happened to pull the trigger and they had no idea. There's no way they could have stopped it. Except it seems that's not exactly true here. Thomas Matthew Crooks was not a ghost, and they likely, in some way or form, had a file on this kid, especially considering his online behavior. I got an article here from the New York Post. Here's where I'm getting all the information. This was written by Miranda Devine. Apparently, this Crooks character was a chronically online, hyper-political nerd who left a digital mountain of red flags, and in the
FBI said at first that Matthew Thomas Crooks had very, very limited online presence. And now they're trying to say that it's just had all this. So the FBI clearly lied to us.
4 years, probably even less. He went through a full ideological 180. So this, I guess, kind of confirms that in 2020, he was a registered Republican. But between 2020 and then the 2024 shooting, he did a complete flip in terms of his ideology. We now have evidence suggesting that he went from a Trump supporter, a Trump voter, a registered Republican, to an anti-Trump radical furry, and possibly there's an LGBT motive here as well.
You see, there you have it. He was radicalized by the left. He was a radicalized left liberal when he did what he did. And just like with the Tyler Robinson thing, it goes back to the transgender thing. And I have no idea how the furry thing comes into play here. But, sorry. Just want to show you guys, that Matthew Thomas Crooks and Tyler Robinson were both radicalized left-wing liberals when they did what they did. And somehow or another, it's been traced back to this furry thing. I don't know how that comes into play. But I do know that there are this transgender movement. Clearly, all of them are mentally ill. And now they're starting to radicalize. And it's something that we definitely need to pay attention to. Because you notice all these shooters, they're all trans or come back to trans. And not one MAGA or Republican or anything has been a shooter. So we have no Republican shooters.
So just like Tyler Robinson, apparently this character had a profile under the name or the username Epic Microwave or The Epic Microwave. That's on DeviantArt. He used they, them pronouns and was mostly focused on categories such as furry porn and let's call it gender-bending fetish art. And multiple outlets have now confirmed that the two accounts in question, The Epic Microwave and Epic Microwave, were linked to his primary email. And the accounts show an obsession with hyper-muscular male bodies with female heads and anthropomorphized.
There you have it. I mean, they're both obviously in this trans, gay, whatever. They're both obviously radicalized by the left. So, I mean, there you have it. I mean, I don't know what they're sitting there talking about, saying that they're both conservatives. Just because their families were conservative and they might have been conservative, they didn't do anything then. No, they did something once they became radicalized by the left. Well, like I said, I'm sorry about the audio, guys. I am working on it, and also thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you all so much, and I hope y'all have a good day. And this Tyler Robinson trial not being televised, it's got me feeling some kind of way. How about y'all guys? Leave it in the comments. Thanks, guys.